Alright, so I'm gonna do a couple Patreon requests that I've been meaning to get to. I've got a lot, I've got one person sent me like 7, and I'll get to those at some point. But these two have been kind of been waited for. So these are the ones I wanted to finally sit down and have time to get to today. And those are we're gonna start with this one. This comes from, again, Gordon Rajani, who asked me to do a what would they think between Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss. Now, you may be already thinking, now wait a minute, Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Hell, how does that even work? Like, they exist in the same universe. They're probably going to meet up at some point. Well, unfortunately, we had some news that Hazbin Hotel and Hell of a Boss, while they do exist in the same universe, they are probably not going to they're probably not going to cross over on the grounds of Hazbin Hotel being with A24 and Hell of a Boss being on YouTube and under Viv's direction completely. So that's kind of the thing, is that while they're in the same universe, it's two different shows. It's kind of like I guess you could say, like, it's kind of like He-Man and She-Ra. It's like they're in the same wheelhouse, but they're under different directions. So yeah. So Gordon asked me to do a what would they think if we actually did ever get a Has-Been Hell of a crossover. Anyway, so let's get into this story. So let's get into this. So first and foremost, do not put Blitz and Angel in the same room. That goes without saying. Like, do not put Blitz and Angel in the same room. Oh my God, they're either going to fight, fuck, or do a ton of drugs, or all of the above. That is probably it's going to happen. Actually, it's going to be D, all of the above. They're going to try to kill each other, then they're going to do drugs, and then fuck each other, and then try it all over again, consistently. They're the two most self-destructive people demons I have ever seen. So, yeah, Blitz and Angel, ugh. Oh, do not put them in the same room. That's all I can say. As for others I could see hanging out, I think it would be kind of cool, because I think Luna would be a lot of fun, because I would like to see her and Husk, I think, would get along. Her and Husk would get along on the grounds of they're the I don't care, on the grounds of I don't care about you, you don't care about me, and they're just standing around like Husk is just drinking a beer and she's just looking at her phone, they look at each other, go, and then just go back to doing that. Like, they would just have like this I don't fuck with you, you don't fuck with me kind of thing, and they'll just be around each other. I do think, however, that as to who could really interact with who, it would probably be like Moxie and Millie hanging out with Charlie and Vaggie, because Millie and Charlie would be adorable together, of them just being so excited, even though Millie gets more turned on by murder and bloodshed. Moxie and Vaggie would get along on the grounds of this shit is ridiculous, and we're literally the people have all the brain cells in this whole operation. Like, that would be the thing, is that these people are the only ones who have any shred of brain cells in any capacity. Like, that's the only way they could really look at it, is that they just have all the brain cells, sadly, and it's not fun. Now, the big question is, what would Alistair think of all this? So, Alistair, honestly, I don't think Alistair would care, but at the same time, he is a high-ranking demon, and as you guys know, demons look down on imps highly. So I think that kind of demonic elitism would come into play and be like, ugh, imps. Cannon fodder, I call them. Or dessert. So, he would try to eat, Moxie and Millie. Well, let's be real, he'd go for Moxie first, because everything bad happens to Moxie. He would try to eat Moxie. Yeah. But, yeah, I think that kind of demonic elitism would play into it. But would the others be would kind of share that kind of elitism that Alistair has? I don't think so. I think Charlie, as part of like the kind of that redemption kind of thing, she would be like, let's not try to be total racist assholes to our demonic brothers and embrace them with open arms. So that would, I think Charlie, along with Vaggie, Husk wouldn't care. Nifty would clean them profusely. Yeah, I do think again, Charlie would try to get Al to get over his kind of like, I guess you could call it, for lack of a better word, racism towards imps. But yeah, the two that would really, the ones that would be like, oh god, would be, oh god, it would be Blitz and Angel Dust. Like I said, do not put these two in the same room. God help us if you do. Anyway, so there you go, guys. That is pretty much I know it's not a long video, but it was like, this is kind of an easy one to really knock out. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think? What do you guys think it would be like if Hazbin Hotel met Helluva Boss? Do you guys, who do you think would get along? Who do you think wouldn't? Just comment below, let me know. And as always, if you would like a Patreon request, just hit the link below to my to join my Patreon there and join the 4th tier, where you guys can send me requests to do here on YouTube, as well as get see content that's exclusively on there, such as the review for Scream 5. But other than that, I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.